Okay, I want to say something and give my observation, and this is going to ruffle some people's feathers, but I really don't give a fuck, okay? Because I came into this world to be an observer and to just talk about what I observed to speak the truth. Okay, so let's talk about the different percentages of people in this world. You have a great majority, a good percentage, percentage of people that are very intelligent. Okay, they are book smart. They have gained a lot of knowledge. They have excelled in school. These are the types of people where they, have, got furthered their education, got higher education, bachelor's, masters. Some of these people are doctors. You know what I'm saying? These people are just very, very intelligent. They educate themselves. They're constantly educating themselves, learning, reading books, learning new information, and they apply all of that knowledge that they have gained, right? And also, the people that fall into this category are people that are very street smart, streetwise. They have a lot of wisdom when it comes to the world. Now, these people that are very streetwise, they may not have, the highest level of education. Like, they may not have gotten their doctorate or even their master's. Their highest education may be a bachelor's, or it may be a high school diploma, if that. Some of these people may not even have a college degree, or a high school diploma. However, they still are very intelligent when it comes to the world because they have experienced a lot and they have gained wisdom from their experience, because even though they may not be knowledgeable when it comes to just, books and stuff like that, they have become self-aware. And when you are self-aware, you are becoming on that level of being very intelligent, intelligent people. And because they have applied the wisdom that they've gained into their daily life, and they have learned a lot about life. Like, life has taught them a lot. They're able to teach other people about life and about life skills. Like, these people are very wise, right? Yeah. That's a good percentage of people in this world. Now, there is an even greater percentage of people within the world that honestly are not very intelligent. Okay, they don't have a lot of, they haven't gained a lot of knowledge. They haven't really furthered their education. They maybe not, they probably don't have a lot of life experience, probably don't have a lot of, wisdom when it comes to the world, when it comes to life. And the thing is, a lot of these people could be very much so like older, like they could have lived, several decades, but they just probably have not been through a lot of stuff that has given them that experience, or they just choose to not like look at the world in a way that they need to like open up their eyes. A lot of those people that are still asleep. Okay. The people that are good, like these people are they could be very good-hearted people, like have a good heart, have a good spirit, like good people, but they just didn't apply themselves. They didn't put forth the effort into like educating themselves, into, reaching their fullest potential, to become self-aware, to seek truth, to seek more wisdom, to seek more knowledge. Like, it's all about a choice. Like, we all have our own free will. And these people in this percentage chose to use their free will to coast and just get by without really applying themselves. That's a large majority of the world. And this large majority of the world, those are the people that are the followers. They just kind of follow whatever everybody else is saying. They just, listen to what other people say, but they don't necessarily go to find out their own information on their own. That's that group. Now, you also have a very small percentage of people in the world that are geniuses, okay? Geniuses. And these are the people that they use up so much of their brain capacity. Okay, they use more percentage of their brain. These are the people that are very, very gifted. They are beyond intelligent. They are beyond wise. They are geniuses, okay? And a lot of these people that are geniuses are autistic people, okay? They may not be the best socially, and a lot of times they're considered slow, but they're just considered slow socially. But as far as the world, they're geniuses, they're gifted. However, not every genius is autistic. There are geniuses that are allistic. They are neurotypical. We'll see that. But you got to see where you see fit. Are you of that very, very small percentage of the world that are geniuses that just know more than the rest of the world? And let me tell you this, when you're a genius, a lot of times, like, such profound information, and you can understand and overstand things, and you see things from such a totally different perspective that you kind of think that everybody else sees it or thinks the same way as you, when a lot of times a lot of people don't even see the things the way that you see. They don't perceive things the way that you perceive them. Or They may not like overstand or understand or like have as much clarity and like understanding of situations the way that you do. You know you're a genius when you know something so profound and you thought that like everybody else knew that. But everybody else is looking at you like, girl, dude, they, them. You are so fucking smart. How did you not like y'all you were just smart. Like the people that like when you say something so profound and you speak, how you literally silence people because you are saying something so amazing and so remarkable, so phenomenal that people just have to stop and listen. Those are the geniuses. And a lot of times the geniuses are the ones that are so intelligent that they don't even give themselves enough credit for how intelligent they are because all they've known is them being as smart as they are. They just didn't realize how smart they were. A lot of times these people are the smartest people in the classroom, stuff like that, but yeah. So go where you see fit. Are you among the geniuses? Are you among those that are just very intelligent, whether you are book smart, whether you are street smart, or are you among the people that are not the most intelligent, the followers, the people that, don't find things out on their own, don't educate themselves, kind of just go through life and just coast by and don't do much? Yeah. Which group are you? And to my point, the reason why I bring this up is because when I see how, and I have observed how people are when it comes to how they analyze movies and how there are people that, you know, talk about how a movie that came out and they talk about how horrible the movie was and this movie sucked. It was just horrible. Like this movie was boo boo, it was doo doo. I don't even understand it. Yeah, that's really what it is. And what happens is you see a lot of people say this when it comes to like those psychological thrillers. Like you have your horror movies, like, the gory and all of that stuff. You have your thrillers that is like on the edge of your seat. But then you have those psychological thrillers, the ones where it's really in your mind, where you really have to process things, where you really have to read in between the lines, go in between the scenes. You have to look really close. You have to pay close attention. Those type of movies where you have to watch it more than once to pick up on things that you didn't pick up on before. And a lot of times those psychological thrillers that require people to think more, that require people to use their brain more when they're watching it. So they're not just watching a movie for entertainment, they're learning something, you're gaining something. It's where you're piecing together the pieces of the puzzle while you're watching a movie. Sometimes that's just too much for people. People that are not that smart, it's too much for them. So because it was just too much for them when they were watching the movie. They don't understand it. They didn't get it. It's pretty much the movie just went over their head. And instead of them admitting that, instead of them just admitting that they just didn't understand the movie very well, they'd rather, insult the movie and talk about how horrible the movie was. And it was this and it was this, it was that. It sucked. When in all actuality, they just did not understand the movie. Because let me tell you, when you have those very profound movies that are very, very excellent, phenomenal, and then people want to shit on those movies, it's usually the people that are not that smart that shit on the movies. And the people that are geniuses or the people that are very, very intelligent, those are the ones that understand the movie and like the movie and appreciate the movie. But yeah, don't want to call you dumb, but I mean, that's what you were going to say. Okay, she fits, right? But honestly, baby, I'm not trying to call you dumb, but it's just like you can be smart if you just apply yourself. You just educate yourself, okay? Life is not always about just play. Like you got to learn, you got to educate, you got to grow yourself. You know what I'm saying? We're always growing. We have to constantly be growing. We have to constantly be learning, right? Like, especially when it comes to like psychological thrillers, it's not always going to just be in your face and they're going to just tell you everything. Like you have to like read in between the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like one movie that I really love, and it's a new movie. It just came out like last year. It's called Knock at the Cabin. It's by M. Night Shyamalan. Excellent movie. Excellent, director, writer, creator of movies. M. Night Shyamalan is like the Indian Stephen King. Okay, like M. Night Shyamalan, he did the movie Devil with the elevator. He did The Sixth Sense. He did Signs. He did Split, Unbreakable, all of that stuff. Okay, Knock at the Cabin, an amazing movie. Oh, Old, the one that just came out too, amazing movie. So if you're going to talk about an M. Night Shyamalan movie and say how the movie was dumb, it was stupid, first of all, that's disrespectful to M. Night Shyamalan. And then two, it's just basically, you're just kind of exposing how you didn't really understand what he was saying. Because the thing is, M. Night Shyamalan is a genius, okay? And when people are geniuses, you got to meet them up there at their level to understand. So those of them that can meet him up there on his level are geniuses or they're very intelligent. But if you don't speak his language, you're not going to understand. And we live in a world where a lot of people, because the majority of the world is not that smart, they're not that intelligent, they shit on people that are intelligent, that are smart, that are geniuses, all because it goes over their head. Yeah, let's call y'all out now. Let's call y'all out. A lot of y'all are not very smart. And we're seeing these people that are not very smart because there's a whole fucking genocide going on and people still want to stay silent about it. The fuck? Free Palestine, free Gaza, free Congo, free Sudan.